Hey everyone, how's it going today? Lamoura here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We are here in Gridania so that we can do our next few class quests. We should just be finishing it up. I think in this episode we're just going to get all 4 of them done, hopefully. Hopefully they won't take too long, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get started with Austraries of Wind. Yumitra wishes you to attempt in the next summoning ritual. I sense Garuda's restless essence wailing against the confines of your etheric channels. It is time we granted its release with the Austraries of Wind. Thankfully, I have already had in mind a location that well suits our elemental purpose. You are familiar with the floating city of Nim in Outer Lenoskia? As you might imagine, the aspect of wind is entirely dominant in the area of those suspended isles. Pray make your way there as soon as you feel prepared. I am quite excited to see the new Egi. Okay, so the floating isles, or city of Nim. I have a teleport, so let's go, and I will meet you there as soon as we finish. Alright, here we are. Let's mount up and see. I think I need to go out of this little camp here, and then make a quick left. Yep, okay. That's what it's telling us. Let's refresh our map. What am I stuck on? Stupid fat chocobo, what are you stuck on? I think it's actually my mouse that's doing it. I'd mentioned in one of the previous episodes that my mouse is acting a little strange. It's not clicking when it's supposed to, and sometimes it also clicks too much when I only click once, which is also equally annoying. But if we are looking for our thing, it should be... Ah, okay, I see her. I was wondering if it was possibly up there again, but no, it's right over here.
Shall we begin? I assume as this is your third such experience, you have by now grown familiar with the steps of the ritual. Thus, as before, I would have you concentrate on shifting your etheric balance. Imagine the energies within you howling through your veins and an incessant gale of screeching wrath. Garuda's essence will be only too eager to harness those raging currents and shape them into a worldly avatar. Once Garuda Egi has appeared, it falls to you to tame its fury.
There she is, the Lady of the Hour. We should also probably summon. I should probably get Titan out, huh? I'm thinking Titan, actually. Alright, let's focus on getting some of our stuff done here. I'm going to get a shield going as well. Just because I don't really know how powerful she's going to be, so I'm just going to take it easy, not really test my luck here. I mean, it's a class quest, so it's not going to be inherently hard. Ooh, she hits. Okay, that's a shockwave. Let's make sure we get out of that as well. Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't hit, like, too hard, but it's just, like, one of those things, if I don't need to take damage, I'm not going to. Oh, the music is still sick as all hell. It really is. I love it. Alright, let's reapply our dots, because we are out. Oh, she has some, plumes here. Okay, we should probably take care of that, huh? Any more? No, she just summoned that one. Oh, nope, there it is. I see you. Did I put my dots on? Okay. I did. I don't see any more plumes around, so we should be good. There it is. They seem to go down pretty easily, which is nice. So I don't have to worry too much about concentrating on all their bullshit. Let's reapply my dots, even though my asthma had a little bit more. Oops. Okay, she summoned something a little bit more powerful looking, I'm guessing. These guys don't look like they're going to go down in one hit. Yeah, they're definitely not. Okay, so we had to employ our regular tactics here. She just summoned some mini versions of herself. So we need to make sure that we take them out. I'm sure I could probably just focus on Garuda herself, and then these things will go down. But I would much rather take care of them, so they're not messing us up too much here. I have all my stuff back. Let's hit them with a Egi Assault. Alright, cool. Let's reapply our dots. And continue on with our bullshit. I wasn't paying attention. I used both of mine already. Alright, that my bad. That my bad. Let's reapply our shield just because we're getting towards the end. She may have some kind of bullshit left. Who knows? Ooh, she had a larger attack, that's for sure. I don't need to reapply that. That should pretty much kill her. Right about there. There we go. Garuda is now down. Duty is complete. Very nice. Alright, and I know they were saying stuff like throughout the fight, but I ain't got time to read all that. Masterfully done, Nia. Garuda's Eggi's power is now yours to wield. Your aptitude for the art of summoning has exceeded my highest expectations. I honestly could not have found a more valuable partner for my research. Let us return to Apakalu Falls. I am sure you must be exhausted after this ordeal. Nah, not really. That was I don't want to say easy fight, but it was something. Alright, I'm just going to cast Return. Do I want to cast Return? I don't know. I don't really know. Let's just go to New Gridania. I mean, it's 500. I'm going to have to do it again anyways because we have a level 50 quest coming off right after this for the summoner. So it's like, you know, I'm going to have to do it at one point or another. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I mean, we're going to have to return to New Gridania twice. I mean, this would be the first time, and then when we get to the level 50 class quest, we'll have to do it one more time anyway, so if I used it here, or if I used it a little bit later, it really doesn't matter. But I did realize that I never ate my eggs, so I'm about 7 minutes in, so we should have... Well, I'm doing multiple things today, so I'll get the full hour, and then before we hit that, I'm also going to hit my minion roulette. I was so excited to just jump in. Hey, Spriggan, welcome back. We just had you. So excited to just jump in and get all these class quests done that I kind of forgot. With the addition of Garuda Eggi, you now command 3 powerful avatars. As you have no doubt realized, however, each of these entities has a particular role in which it excels. For Garuda Eggi, that role is unleashing magic to strike down distant foes. I must admit to feeling equal parts joy and apprehension at how faithfully the summoned beings display the original primal's volatile disposition. Experiment with your Eggi allies, and the most effective use of their individual abilities will soon become clear. With such mastery of the art at your disposal, I shall almost pity Tristan when next he chooses to confront you. Before that time comes, however, I will endeavor to pierce the mystery of his motivations. May your discoveries bring your new confidence. Okay, whatever. Alright, Austraries of Wind is now complete, and right after, I'm just going to do it real quick. Summon, equip, casting, summon, will now call Garuda Eggi instead of Emerald Carbuncle. Yeah, that's fine. So real quick, we'll just hit our summon 1, just so you can see. Now we have Garuda. She still has pretty much the same attacks here. She has her normal 3-second dot effect. It's just a little bit more powerful. Now she has Aerial Slash, which deals wind damage with a potency of 150 to target and all enemies nearby. And it has a maximum charges of 2 still, very similar to the other one. Then we have Slipstream. It deals wind damage with a potency of 50 to all targets and enemies nearby it. An additional effect creates a windstorm centered around the target, dealing damage to any enemies who enter, with a potency of 50 and a 9-second duration. So now when we use this one, it will kind of create an area effect lasting for 9 seconds. So anyone in that area will continuously take damage, which is pretty cool. Anyways, we have Primal Burdens. Ymitra has some terrible news to tell you. So we get an Invoker's Doublet, which is awesome. That means we get a new coat. We get a full Summoner's Attire, which is strange seeing that we're getting a coat, but maybe the attire doesn't come with that. And then we also get Enkindle, which is a new spell. Nia, there has been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Coinarch find murdered. The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan is behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bold, or desperate, to commit such a brazen act.
We should set off for Mordona at once and speak with my supervisors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what the cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him, Nia.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can do it. Man, I wish I had this red coat. It looks so much better than the black. But at the same time, because I am wearing red gauntlets, we're kind of the reverse. They have the black boots and the red coat. I have the black coat and the red boots. So I'm actually kind of okay with not having that. In any case, I forgot where she said we need to go. To Mordona. So I think, do I have that? I do. Revenant's Toll. I'm glad that I had actually attuned to that crystal, to that aetheryte beforehand. Okay, direction. It looks like it's going to be over there, so if we exit out through here, we should be good. Now, part of me is excited to get this done and get this new summoner gear set, but at the same time, I'm a little sad because I know in a few missions, well, by the end of the game, we're going to be replacing all of it with some of the ironwork gear that we'll be getting through the main story mission. Well, oh, okay, I thought that was part of his weapon. But at the same time, you know, I have to remember that there are glamours in this game, so I can't be too upset about gear being outdated, even if it looks really cool. Because I can just glamour it back on, so more gear equals more beta, I guess. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Just think about all of the glamour. Okay, did that thing really see me? Do I really want to fight it right now? Does it really want to fight me? No, okay, it's done. It's done. Who am I talking to, though? Not anyone in this camp. I thought it was someone here, but I guess I was wrong. Oh, there you are. Surviving Researcher and Ymitra. Yes, I am absolutely certain. It was the same Dark Summoner who Ymitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an Allegan summoner, when a man in black robes suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to the arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal, and the next moment the world exploded into flame. Through a haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the soul crystal from the smoldering body and stride off towards the singing shards. That bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact vengeance, I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Alright, so there's a fate nearby. I don't want to go to it, to be honest with you. Another soul crystal. Yes, it makes sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily attainable gem. After all, your progress, you would now make for a most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I suspected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I'm at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these Allegan relics. We shall just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. And yes, I know I didn't do the female voice like I normally do. I'm just not really feeling it right now. I'm in a kind of a weird mood. I kind of woke up, I guess you could say, on the wrong side of the bed, but it's not like bad enough where I'm just like foul. I just don't want to, if that makes any sense. I think I need to go this way to get there. It's really weird. Like, I'm in the mood for recording, I'm excited to do it, but at the same time doing just some of the extra stuff that I normally do, not really feeling it. So there's a level of like, yeah, I care, and there's also a level of like, fuck it all. Really weird mood to be in, to be honest. Normally it's drastic swings with my depression. It's just like, yep, I'm gung-ho, let's do it, let's have some fun. And then there's other times where I'm just like, fuck the world. But today's not really fuck the world day, surprisingly. I have brought the soul crystals as promised. Yeah, so that's not La Habrea, because La Habrea has a red mask. Yes, these appear to be authentic Allegan artifacts. Very well. I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems, I draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners and the slumbering essence of an elder primal. At the attendant knowledge and power shall be all the attendant shall be yours. Oh, gods. The pain. The bumbling summoner and her incompetent lackey making an appearance at last. You think to capture me? Fools! I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the paragons, I can now command the power of an elder primal. You made a deal with the paragons? And you call us fools? The Askins will never relinquish their hold on you. A small price to pay, if you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being. It is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Hear me, demon king of devouring flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there is one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. Oh, this guy wants to throw hands. I see how it is. Okay, let's get ready. All right, who do I have? I want to get Titan out. Again, the shields to me are rather invaluable. Just for these fights, just because like my gear's not the best it could be. It's not terrible, but it definitely could be better. So I want to just make sure that I'm not going to perish during this fight, even though there's really no reason I should at all. So we'll take care of his Belius Eggy, this monster ifrit looking motherfucker. Alright, my shield is down, so we'll use another one. We should have more than enough time. So we're just rune spamming until we get... okay, I think we need to focus on Tristan now. Usually those purple lines means that whoever you're targeting will be invulnerable. There we go. So Tristan now has the life force of Belius. So maybe it was Tristan who was invulnerable, but he's going down. He's pretty weak right now. He's not doing well. I'll give him that much. Oh, who gave me stone skin? Sweet, she gave me stone skin? Why would I have that? Okay. Listen, I'm not going to complain about it, like, let me tell you. Did I just stand in an AoE without noticing? Whoopsies. Oh, okay, alright, it's cool. No, get out of it. I got hit by that. I could probably get a shield out, huh? Yeah, that was pretty close. By all the memories of summoners past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear this disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worshippers, the primal that tempted my weak-willed siblings will wither into oblivion. So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was buried deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that describes how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Ifrit, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Immortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail. Once the soft-headed fool had become tempered, there was no saving him. And thus I took it upon myself to expunge the stain of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. The primal. No. All primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. Don't try it. Don't try it. Told him not to try it. He gone. He dead. Burned to crisp. I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair at his brother's tempering, or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that, discounting the means, our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. A summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness until, eventually, the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it the burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield, Nia. It is time we return to Apkalu Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. And with that, that's our level 50 quest, nice and easy. Alright, I'm just going to use my return spell instead of wasting the money. Oh man, okay, so Tristan was trying to defeat all the primals, all the beast tribes, so that they couldn't summon their primals. Because you can't technically defeat a primal. Their essence just goes back into the etheric flow, and anytime he has enough people offering up sacrifices and whatnot, he can always be constantly resummoned. So the only way to get rid of primals for good is to not have people summon them. So you have to get rid of the ones who believe and pray to them. Oh, how I would love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Askians, with whom Tristan made his bargain, is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down the road to destruction. In this manner, they seek to plunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Askians looms closer day by day. Thus, I would have you armor yourself with the last piece of the Invoker attire. It was discovered at the same dig site whence Tristan seized the soul crystal, and the St. Coinart finds researchers, grateful for your actions in bringing the murder summoner to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be overly prepared when heading into battle against Paragon. Wear it proudly, Nia.
Speaking of preparations, were you aware of a deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars?
A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Eggy. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from your soul crystal. Still your mind now, Nia, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievement. The true power of the Eggy will be yours. Alright, that's what a Kindle is. So we get another Eggy attack. Now we have 3 total, which is really nice. The amount of times in the next few episodes that we'll be able to use it is very few, because I won't be able to take on quests that are level 50. Anyways, this concludes the Summoner quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered a product key for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward to your service account. You must have also completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Summoner quest will be available from Ymitra. Okay, so essentially that means even if I overlevel right now to level 52 or 55 or 60, I can't do any of the other Summoner job quests because I haven't reached the required main scenario quest. So that means that we won't be able to do any more job quests until we reach Heavensward, which also means is that I will be leveling up continuously past level 50, and we won't have to worry about it. We'll be doing a bunch of job quests all at once. You see, the reason for that is when the first game came out, the level cap was 50. You couldn't level up further than that. So now that we are level 50 and there are expansions and there are level cap increases, we'll continue to level up. but technically we're still only at like level 45 quests, like main scenario quests. Like what's this one at? If we go into our journal. Hi, yes, journal. Oh, I haven't collected it yet. So come into my cash room is a level 44 main scenario quest. In the base version of the game, most people would have been around level 44 unless they grounded it out, like grounded out levels. But you know, they've since adapted the XP gains for the game, so you get more and more. Regardless, I'm going to travel over to Lanoskia now, Olimza Laminsa, I'm sorry, go to the Marauders Guild and pick up the Summoner class quest. Or, sorry, the Scholar. Okay, so we're here at the Marauders Guild, and we have Aklazokala. That should have 2 missions for us now. Let's just update our map here. We don't need that zoomed out one. Alright, the Beast Within. Oh yeah, that's right. I was able to do the level 45 quest. I forgot about that. There was no story quest requirements. Okay, so cool. This will be the last one then. The Beast Within. Alkazolka has an urgent request. Nia, you must come with me at once. Another Tonberry has emerged from the Wanderer's Palace. A traveling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find it and slay it. This time, we will hunt the Tonberry in greater numbers, so that we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I have not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures. Nor have you, I trust. I have your assurance that you will keep your fairy in line this time, yes? Then let us make for Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed, and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tonberry. Okay, so let's port over to Camp Bronze Lake, which should be right there. And we'll face off against this final Tonberry. Okay, so turn around and turn that way. There's a fate right in the middle. Shouldn't affect me though. I should just be able to run right through it. I just don't want anything to aggro me. Okay, cool. And there's our little mission. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so a little Tonberry, peculiar Tonberry, and some extra NPCs. Thank the gods you have come, Nia. Any later, and we might have had to proceed without you. The Tonberry appears to be in some sort of trance and is oblivious to our presence. Is everyone ready? Excellent. Remember, we must surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee. My son, my dear son, stay away. I cannot. Damn it, not again. It seeks sanctuary inside the Wanderer's Palace. Come, let us follow and finish this at once and for all. So we're here inside the dungeon Wanderer's Palace. I've actually never been in here for a regular dungeon mission. But it is an actual mission. It's optional, so you don't have to do it as part of the main story quest, which is nice. Okay, I do have my fairy on me, I just want to be sure. So yeah, you don't have to do it as part of the main story quest, which is really cool. It's just an optional dungeon if you want. As far as the white mage is concerned though, there are hunting log Tonberries that you need to kill in order to finish your hunting log with the white mage, which is annoying to me. It really is. Now, as far as this one is concerned, as of right now, you'll see that there's these Rancor flames. As far as I know, you cannot defeat them. You can see they're invulnerable, but they'll keep on moving towards you. All our marauders are currently down, so we just need to keep on going through, find Alkazolka, the Slayer. Did it escape? And then we'll face off against the main Tonberry, somewhere around here, so she's just going to keep on going. We're going to use our AoE effects here, so we can hit multiple people here. Now that we are outside of dungeons, we're able to use all our skills instead of just some. Oh man, I got heavied. Okay, where's my Suna? I can't use a Suna. Why? Let me use that. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's just catch up to them. Heavy is such an annoying spell. It really is. Alright, so now that we have more of them, we'll be able to just take them all out at once. Alright, he's actually not taking too much damage from that, so let's get out of that. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm not playing my summoner. I keep on doing my summoner class stuff. So let's actually just do the normal stuff that we're supposed to instead of all the random crap. Alright, so at one point, these flames will start getting close to us, and they'll just start putting out AoEs. There's nothing you can really do. Where's she running to? Is there more dudes coming? Oh yeah, there are. Okay. There's nothing that you can really do, per se, in order to avoid them. You just kind of have to hope you can heal through it. That's really the best way I found. So we'll take out this Fetchered Fairy, and then remember that this Tonberry Wanderer is our main target here. So we're putting out extra AoE just by doing the, what's it called? Art of War? It's just kind of like an extra attack that we have there for AoE purposes. And I really like it. Alright, so he's running away again. So we have to follow him. Where are you running to, my dude? And then I think this is the final place that he'll be. So we can kind of just fight him from here. And now all of the flames will start coming around. And this is where the AoE starts coming through. So we'll just try our best to put as much damage out on him as possible. I don't know if at this point we can kill them. Oh, it looks like we might be able to. Okay, so we're just going to keep on using our AoE thing here. I don't know if someone's grudge, huh? Interesting. So yeah, that was a cool way of doing it. I tried doing it one at a time before, but it doesn't really work that way. They're too fast. What? Again? Why do you protect this demon? Now we have to heal the Tonberry. So there's something going on with them. Something that we need to figure out. So let's cast a healing spell. See where it takes us. The Rancor. It's... Lily, my son, why are you here? Who has summoned you? The Nim? Nim is no more. 1,500 years. Can it truly be so? I was Suruto Kurito before the sickness from the sea transformed me. The traders, they were the first. As their ears and nose began to atrophy, their limbs grew shorter and their skin. We scholars tried to halt the spread, tried to find a cure, but in time, we too fell ill. Sympathy turned to fear, and fear to anger. Monsters, they called us. Abominations. Then you were once a man? They sealed the sick within the temple with magics, tried to drown us, trying to forget us. Though our bodies had been changed, our minds remained intact. But within every man lurks a beast. When those who you call kin deny you, come to hate you and despise you. I too succumbed to the Rancor, until you reunited me with Lily, my dearest son. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but the repentant light of Lily, at long last, I am free. Oh, that's so sad. So, those tombears were once people, and they transformed and were shunned, and because of that, their hatred just grew and grew. God, what a tragic tale. It reminds me that we should probably do the Dark Knight's quest. Everyone says it's super sad and good. I came expecting to fight one tomberry, not a whole bloody mess of them. If it wasn't for you and your flying friend, I reckon we would not have left there alive. Gotta say, you and Alka make a great team. Shame there ain't more of you scholarly types around, because I could use a partner like you. Take care, Nia. Oh, don't worry, there will be. We'll make sure of it. So wait a bleeding moment. That tomberry used to be a scholar like you. So, does that mean you'll turn into one of them if you keep slinging those spells? Or did I misunderstand what he said back there? Ah, the hell's with it. Actually, he brings up a good point. Is that something that we'll have to deal with? I wonder if we can talk to Cerrito Carito. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred by the... Okay. Same thing. Alright, Alka. What do you have to say? I nearly killed him. Thank the gods that fairy stopped me. I wonder, did she know it was Cerrito from the beginning? Or was it only... In any case, she has regained a good portion of her memories, if not all of them, I suspect. Well, if you would excuse me, I need to take some time to put my thoughts in order and decide how I might explain this to the Axemaster. Oh, the thing is, that's good. We've finished that? Oh, no, now we talk to Cerrito. I thought we would have to go back to Alcazoca at the Marauders Guild. That the traditions of my people have not been lost to the ages is of great comfort to me. I do not know how that soul crystal came into your possession, but I am glad that it did, for the sickness robbed me not only of my body, but of Lily as well. The soul of the scholar no longer resonates with my aether. I cannot summon her. Only you can. Only you are fit to wield the magics now. Here, a gown as befit a scholar of your standing. I bequeath it to you, along with the knowledge of the sacred soil, my most versatile art. I cannot thank you enough for purging the rancor from my heart, but there are still countless others who have yet to see the light. I cannot abandon them to their fate. I will not. And so I bid you farewell, Nia. Carry on our traditions with pride. Oh, man, that's awesome. Such a good one. So we get a gown, we get a coffer and a full attire set, and then we also get Sacred Soil, which is a bubble effect, an area effect attack. Well, not attack, it's a spell. It creates a designated area in which party members will only suffer 90% of all damage inflicted for 15 seconds, and it costs 1 Aetherflow stack, which is awesome. It's a really handy spell. We'll be using it a lot as the final missions and dungeons start coming into play. Truly one of our most versatile skills. Anyways, this is the same thing that we did with the Summoner. We can't use it the next class quest until we get to Heavensward and complete a certain main scenario quest. Okay, so I want this... shoot, I don't have enough. The problem is I don't have enough, but I could do something like this. Okay, yeah, that works. So that takes Aetherflow, that takes Aetherflow. I'm just trying to organize some stuff here, make sure that I have it how I want it. So now all of these spells down here I can just use at any time. All of these middle spells are used only when I have Aetherflow, and then these are my attack spells. In fact, I should no, I'm not going to. I was going to move the Aetherflow and then the Energy Drain to down here, but that would screw me up when I'm in Summoner, when I'm used to having Energy Drain and Fester here, which are essentially two of the similars. The move for Ruin 2 actually might mess me up a little bit more. See here, I have all my Eggy attacks over here. It might be better to just keep it like that when I have the Scholar as well. But we'll work with it. I think it'll be okay. Funny thing is, I don't actually need to go back to the Marauders Guild. The quest is now complete. But the one thing that we can do before we end this is open up our treasure coffers here. Make sure that we get the attire and we check out what it looks like and everything like that. So we'll start just with one for now. And open up our armory chest as well. Let's just kind of move these over just so we can see everything that's going on. Make sure that Nia's right here in the beginning. Okay, so we don't have anything as far as a weapon, but we should have stuff that goes for our Scholar class. So we have the mortarboard. It's a hat. Unfortunately, I can't wear it. It's just a little bit better version of the one that I had previously. If I put on one of these two, I actually have two. I forget, this one's the Scholar and that one's the Summoner. So I have this one. This is what it looks like. Let's just put on the full set and check it out. There's a belt of healing. There are some pants. Oh no, wait, hold on. Which one? I don't think it matters, does it? These are the Scholar ones, so I probably want the Scholar, right? Oh no, these are the better ones, because you can tell by the bonuses, they're plus 29. So definitely want to be wearing those. And then we have the boots. So this is the full Scholar attire, except for the hat. That's the one thing I can't wear with this class. I hate it. It looks awful. So we're not going to wear that. We're going to put on our... Ooh, God. Okay. Our recommended robe, but we'll put on our glamour plates, but I can't do that just yet because I'm not in a safe area. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back in town here. I just wanted to make sure that I was in a sanctuary so I can apply my glamour plates as needed. Okay, so we'll put those back on because it... Oops, hold on, sorry. Because it looks so much better. So much better than what we had. Okay, cool. So we'll update that gear set. We did get some new things, so that's really nice to see. Now, if we switch over to our Summoner class and we go into our inventory, we can open up this coffer and get some extra items there. Okay, cool. So we'll put on these new boots. We'll put on some new pants. That's going to be worse, so we won't put that on. Got some new gloves, a little bit brighter. New jackets, though we did get two. So we have a green one here, and then we have this lighter green. I like the darker green, personally. Looks like we got a new headpiece as well. That one's red. And then that should be it. So that's the new Summoner gear. I kind of like the red and green, to be honest with you. I don't like the boots. That's a given. But let's put on our recommended gear again. Just make sure that we're looking mighty fresh. But the cool thing is now we can actually put a lot of that stuff in our glamour plate, so we can kind of use that if we're ever feeling like a change. We can make different glamour plates and kind of change it up as we will. But for this episode, I think we're pretty much done. Normal time, 44 minutes-ish. Actually thought it was going to be a lot shorter, seeing that we only did 3 quests, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I want to end this episode here, and I also want to thank you all for joining me. I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode so far, and are looking forward to the rest. Now that we don't have to do any more job quests, we are free just to do the main mission scenario quest and finish up this game. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, but who knows. Alright guys, I'll see y'all later. Peace out, and much love to you.